Hey guys, my name is Ehsan and welcome back to my channel. Unlike the last episode, this one is packed. We're about to rip apart 3 mini bosses, and on top of that, we have one nasty main boss waiting for us. But before we switch on Jonathan mode and start ruining everybody's day, let's change the pace a little. We're going back to some underwater areas we already visited earlier, and we're going to pick up a few nice things hiding beneath the surface. Back in episode 10, before fighting Genichiro, we made our way to the main hall in Senpu Temple. There, we talked to an NPC called the Master of Senpu Temple, and he gave us an important item called Holy Chapter, Infested. Now, here's the thing. If you defeat Genichiro before reaching the main hall and talking to this NPC, he disappears from your game. Because of course he does. Classic From Software. But don't worry, you can still get Holy Chapter Infested. If that NPC is already gone in your playthrough, you can find the item underwater in this same area. Here, we're going to fight a mini-boss called Lone Shadow Vilehand. He's blocking our path to the next main boss, because apparently every hallway in this game needs a miserable bastard guarding it. This guy deals poison damage, so keep an eye on your poison resistance. But other than that, his moveset is not really different from the regular versions of this enemy type. Before you enter the fight area, watch the left side. There's an enemy hiding there. You can use him as a puppet, so he helps you during the fight. But be careful, because puppet damage can still hit you too. Puppeteer ninjutsu only removes the puppet's aggression from you and makes him attack your enemies. It does not make you immune to his attacks. So yes, even your temporary employee can still smack you in the face. We have one Gourd seed and we need to take it to Emma. Right now, Emma is sitting next to Ishin. There's also an item in the same area called the Black Scroll. And if I'm not mistaken, this one is more of a lore note. It explains a bit of our story stuff, so picking it up is completely optional.
お主か。それがお主の心配顔か。じじいはここにいろとエマがうるさい。ゆえにこうしておるだけじゃ。行くか、赤炉。ではな。
一心様は私が目を離すとすぐにどこかへ行ってしまうのです。まったく困ったものです。
Now we're going to fight the Chained Ogre again, or as I like to call him, Randy Orton. But this time we are fighting him in a much smaller arena. So yeah, this can get a little more annoying. The good news is, we can take his first health bar with a stealth death blow. To do that, you need to hang from the wooden beam directly above the Chained Ogre. Then press circle to drop down on top of him. As soon as the death blow marker appears, press R1 and hit him with a sort of plunging death blow. Just be careful. If you miss this chance, congratulations. Now you have to fight both phases like a normal suffering human being. The strategy is the same as before. Throw oil at him, then use the flame vent to burn him down and destroy his vitality bar. I told you before that Tengu keeps making a mess in this game, and somehow we are the ones who have to pay the price. And this is where we pay the first bill. We're going to fight another Lone Shadow mini-boss called Masanaga the Spearbearer. And this guy is seriously pissed off because of the mess Tengu made. Tengu killed his friend, and now this angry bastard is taking it out on us. This mini-boss is extremely aggressive, so you need to be very careful here. He does not give you much breathing room, and if you play sloppy, he will punish the hell out of you.
ほう、貴様。どうやら鬼のお出ましか。ちょうどまさながから手を取らせてもらうぞ。
If you can't handle your candy, don't use it in front of me. You'll embarrass yourself like this, and on top of that, you'll get diabetes. Now die and stop acting like an eagle. Now we're going to fight the 7th main boss of the game, and it's none other than Owl, our own father. This fight can actually become the final section of your playthrough. If you win the wrong fight here, you can get the bad ending, and the game ends right here. After the cutscene and your conversation with Owl, you will have two choices. The first one is obey the Iron Code, the second one is break the Iron Code. If you stay loyal to the Iron Code, which is exactly what Owl asked you to do in the opening cutscene of the game, you will not fight Owl. Instead, you will fight two other characters. I'm not going to name them right now because we are not going down that path yet. But if you break the Iron Code and go against Owl's order, then you must fight Owl himself, and your game will continue after that. And let me say this right now. Save and reload will not really help you here. There is a trophy in the game called Man Without Equal. To get this trophy, you need to defeat every boss in the game on a single save file. So don't waste your time trying to be clever with save files here. We will reach this point again in the next New Game Plus cycle, and that is when we will get the bad ending. But for now, let's talk about Owl. You are about to fight the man who trained you, the man who turned you into a master shinobi. So do not treat him like some random old man with back pain. Everything you know, he taught you. Owl throws shuriken at you. He uses firecrackers. He uses something like Fistful of Ash, but a much nastier version of it. He uses Chasing Slice, and honestly, he does it way better than us. He has a weird obsession with jumping on your head. He can stop you from using your healing items for a short time. He can poison you. And on top of all that, he is a dirty, cheating bastard. If I try to explain his entire moveset, we'll be here for several hours. So instead, I'm going to fight him carefully, so you can actually see most of his attacks during the fight. And now, one very important warning. Under no circumstances should you use thrust attacks against Owl. Also, do not use the loaded spear or any of its upgraded versions against him. Because he will Mikiri counter you so hard, you may actually damage your monitor out of pure rage. At the end of the day, he is your father. So show some respect, keep your distance, and fight carefully. Not that we have much of a choice anyway.
お主のことはよく覚えているぞ。死んだと聞いていたが、一体何を企んでいる？フクロウよ。
企むなど滅相。さあ、我と共に参りましょうぞ。この袋は巫女様の尊いその恩知お守りしたいだけにございます。
お主は流因に見入られたか。話すことはない。去るがよい。
相すみませぬが、懐かしきこの眺めをもうしばし堪能した。満足しましたら帰ります。
父上、生きておいでだったと
は。計りごとよ。お前こそあの世死んだと思うておったがな。
巫女様のお力にて死人より帰りました。
それよ。わしはあの巫女の力を流因を手中にしようと思う。
ですが。
分かっておる。第一の掟により父が命じる。主を捨てよ。今よりあの巫女はお前の主ではない。
巫女様を捨てる。
そうじゃ、狼よ。父の言葉に従い巫女を捨てよ。
できませぬ。
できぬだと。忍びが情に流されるなど、なんと情けないことか。せがれよ。なぜこの父の思いがわからぬのだ。忍びの掟を忘れたか。
掟は己で定める。そう決めました。我が主のように。 少しは成長しておるようだな。やろうか。狼よ。参る。久方ぶりよな。おい！
見事。
Okay guys, this was part 19 of my Sekiro walkthrough. But before I say goodbye, I want to ask you an honest question. Do I sometimes overdo it when I talk? What I mean is, do I go too far with my words? Do I use words that feel too harsh, too aggressive, or just not right? To be honest, I really don't know. And the reason is pretty simple. Cultural differences. I did not grow up living among native English speakers, so I don't always know how much weight certain words carry. That's where I need your help. My goal is to make my commentary feel less like a boring neutral report and more like something fun, sharp, and entertaining. But I honestly don't know how successful I've been with that. So you need to tell me, did I make the commentary more fun? Or did I completely mess it up? Please let me know in the comments. I won't take any more of your time. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next episode.